stuff.
I have two audience members, and this is Lynn, and this is Kendall. You guys can sit down now. Okay. When a speaker makes an assumption of a large group of people, he will easily gain their attention. When you talk to someone like you know them, they will listen. The speaker in this particular speech makes the assumption that the majority of his audience knows or has used the two terms, apostle and disciple. In this way, he has made a connection. The speaker defines, provides sources, and gives an example for the two terms apostle and disciple. The first term that he defines is disciple. Her topic sentence reads, Elmer L. Towns describes a disciple as one who follows Jesus and learns from him. A few synonyms that come to mind for this term are obviously pupil, follower, fanatic, and enthusiast. She then continues to give the example of a son learning how to fish from his father, saying that if he learns his principles, he has become his disciple. She then cites Wayne Blank, informing that all disciples did not become apostles, but all apostles did become disciples. The second term she uses, or she defines, is apostle. Her topic sentence is, an apostle, which is defined as a teacher or messenger, has the duty of spreading the words and teachings learned. As we mentioned earlier briefly, many may think that these two terms are interchangeable, but when you look closer, you realize that they are not. A disciple is not always an apostle, and most apostles do become disciples, or all disciples were once disciples. All apostles were once disciples. This speech establishes two things. The first is that it defines and corrects the common misusage of two terms, and the second is that it makes a very valid point. This is that a teacher must become a student first. This one statement pretty much sums up the underlying meaning of the speech. Do we have any questions?
I have a question. If you could change anything about that person's speech, what would it be?
I really found that the speech was very well developed and that there wasn't very much to add, and seeing that it might have had certain time guidelines, I don't think that I could have added anything.
Can you give another example of an apostle and disciple relationship?
Sure. For example, when a medical student goes into medical school, obviously, most of the time, the teachers that he has are doctors and have worked in the medical field. So since they were doctors, when they were in school, they were disciples, and then continuing on and teaching future medical students makes them an apostle. Is that it?
That's all the questions.
Okay. All right, just cut it.